Success. I'm ready. People of the State of Michigan versus Joe Verrill. This is file 2123772. Mr. Verrill is here appearing by video. Mr. Gibson is his attorney. Mr. Gabriel is the prosecutor, set for a plea today. So, Mr. Verrill, if you'd raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Gabriel, the offer?
The offer that was made to Mr. Gibson is that his client could enter a plea of guilty to count 2, possession of methamphetamine. And in return, we would dismiss count 1, the delivery or possession with intent to deliver methamphetamine.
Is that correct, Mr. Gibson?
That is correct. Did you, I believe that the prosecuting attorney, I'm not 100% sure, but I thought that there was a misdemeanor file that was going to be dismissed as part of the plea agreement.
There was, Your Honor. I had to verify how many because the notes were jumbled.
I believe it was file number. I can give you that file number. It was
20-1159SM was the only misdemeanor I found in our county system.
I have 21-561ST.
FC?
I believe the file that you referenced, I looked that up and it's closed, the other file.
ST.
Oh, fine.
Okay, so we'll make sure those two are, one's already closed, it's closed, the other one will be closed too. Okay, so Mr. Verrill, the offer is that you plead to 1 count of possession of methamphetamine, a felony punishable by up to 10 years in prison and or fined of up to $15,000, and unless sentenced to more than 1 year in prison, the court shall impose license sanctions. The other count would be dismissed. The prosecutor would also dismiss a misdemeanor file. And you may be eligible, it's not part of the plea agreement, but you may be eligible for 7411 probation, and that will be determined by the preparation of the pre-sentence report, and I will decide at the time of sentencing whether or not you're a candidate for 7411 probation. But your plea, as you're entering it, is to possession of methamphetamine and dismissal of the possession with intent to deliver. Possession with intent to deliver is a felony punishable by up to 20 years and or a fine of up to $25,000. And possession is a felony punishable by 10 years and or a fine of up to $15,000. So is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, sir.
You currently on probation or parole anywhere?
No, sir.
All right, so then how do you plead to the charge of possession of methamphetamine?
Guilty.
Now, has anyone promised you anything other than what we've talked about in court today?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you to make you do this?
No.
You doing this of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
And you understand if I accept your plea, you'll be giving up the rights you'd have had at trial, and those include the rights to a jury trial, the rights to be presumed innocent until proved guilty, to have the prosecutor prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty, to have the witnesses against you appear at trial, to question those witnesses that appear against you, to have the court order witnesses you have for the defense to appear at trial, to remain silent during the trial and to not have that silence used against you, and to testify at trial if you want to testify.
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up all those rights?
Yes.
Also, if your plea is accepted, you may be giving up the right to appeal certain issues that would otherwise be appealable if you were convicted at trial. Further, any appeal for your conviction and sentence pursuant to the plea will be by application for leave and not by right. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. It alleges on June 8th of 2020, you were in Fawn River Township, the county of St. Joseph in the state of Michigan. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
And that you did knowingly or intentionally possess methamphetamine at that time. Were you in possession of methamphetamine on that date?
Yes, sir.
And you knew it to be methamphetamine. Correct?
Yes, sir.
And it was in your pants pocket?
Yes.
All right. Counsel satisfied there's a factual basis?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are either counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or inducements?
No.
No, Your Honor.
Court comply with court rule.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
I find the plea made is accurate, understanding, voluntary. There's a factual basis. So we'll take it under advisement pending the preparation of the pre-sentence report, consideration of 7411 probation. As I said, Mr. Verrill, we're going to send you a packet to that address you gave us off the record. Make sure you fill that out immediately. Send that back in. Make sure you show up for the interview, and then make sure you're ready for sentencing in June. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you.